What's going on, everybody? My name is LBThaRealist with Surrealistic Studios, Surreal News, where the real is surreal. Thank you for joining me on this segment. Do me a favor, hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe, folks. You already know the jazz. So let's go ahead and jump right into this story. Unfortunately, there was a plane crash that happened in San Diego County, in the city of El Cajon, or I'm sorry, the city of Santee, actually. It's San Diego County, but it's the actual city of Santee. I'm going to read this article here from Fox 5 San Diego because this was crazy when I heard about it, and they showed footage of the plane almost doing a nosedive, basically doing a nosedive into a residential area. And unfortunately, people lost their lives and got hurt. There was a whole UPS truck that was totally demolished. It looked like a truck out of Afghanistan or something. Yeah, it was that bad. So let's get into the story here. It's like I said, it's from Fox 5 San Diego. We still look up. Neighbors feel lasting impacts of tragic Santee plane crash. Slowly but surely, the healing process has begun in Santee. Days after a twin-engine Cessna C-340 aircraft crashed into the neighborhood, killing 2 people and leaving a trail of destruction in its wake, neighbors say they are starting to put the pieces of their lives back together. But even as things start to return to normal, it's not an easy process for most, with a literal hole remaining in the street and a figurative hole in the community. Planes fly over and we still look up, neighbor Dane Pennington said. That sentiment was echoed over and over among people in that area Monday afternoon when the plane piloted by cardiologist Dr. Seguda Das crashed in the intersection of Jeremy and Greencastle streets. Das, 64, died in a plane crash. Yeah?
Sorry about that.
What happened?
Bone in or bone out?
Bone out. It says Das died in a plane crash, as did 64-year-old UPS driver Steve Kruger, who was pulling up to a stop sign in Greencastle Street when the aircraft struck his work truck, according to a report released Thursday by the San Diego County Medical Examiner's Office. The aircraft continued and then collided with 2 homes in the neighborhood and caught fire, the report reads. Neighbor Trevor Hinton said Monday's feeling remains difficult to describe. It feels like an old Cold War movie where you hear the plane go by, Hinton said before initiating the sounds of a plane crash. Before imitating the sounds of a plane crash. Now it's like every single time you hear a plane, it's just a worry. When the Cessna aircraft hit his neighborhood house, Hinton remarked that it sounded like a grenade went off in his front yard. Much of the neighborhood is longing for some peace in the aftermath, with some reporting difficulty sleeping in the days since it occurred. I'd imagine. There were so many flames and it was so big, Hinton said. I couldn't even imagine being the firefighters trying to process it. Das and Kruger were honored Thursday night in a candlelit vigil in Santee, where the city's mayor, John Mintel, said the 2 men perished long before their time. The remains of the burnt-out houses since have been fenced off and streets have reopened to traffic. It has allowed people from all over San Diego County to stop near the site to pay their respects. For those residing close to the crash site, they're still very much living through it. It was earlier today, and it sounded funny, Pennington said. Now we think of these things. Pennington jumped in this week to help fellow neighbors when Wi-Fi service was cut off due to the crash. He said it would take time to heal for him and everyone else living nearby. I think after a while you'll become numb of it again, he said. He said, but I'll tell you what, the community is awesome. So again, this is going to be from Fox 5 San Diego. My condolences to the people that were involved in this and the people that were affected by this. And it's sad that people had to lose their lives from a tragic accident. And I can totally understand how they can, still have some PTS because of this whole ordeal. I know where I live, private planes constantly fly over. And, it's just a numbers game at that point. At some point, it's going to happen, So, again, it's sad. I know that there was a story that came out locally that I think they said there was 35 plane crash incidences in San Diego County since 2010. 35, it's not a big number, but anytime a plane goes down is it's tragic. It's tragic. We all have fears of being in a plane while it goes down. That's just That's surreal, folks. So again, my heart goes out to everyone that was affected, and leave me your thoughts down below if you have any information about this story here. If you want to add something to the conversation, please do so. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, folks. Love, peace, and light. Until the next story, until the next segment, until the next video. I'm out. Find all my information down below if you want to support the show.